And happy Saturday evening. This is Kurt Berglund with Saturday Night Fights, courtesy of Glory Days Boxing, one of my all time favorite games, and a game that has gotten me back into the boxing hobby, which I used to be a fanatic about when I was a kid. When I was a kid, and I'm sure you care about this, but my brother and I used to go to the library and we would check out these 16 millimeter movies. I think it's 16 millimeter. Is it 16 millimeter? The ones you thread through. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. There was Super 8 and then there was the other one. We had the other one, whatever that was. I think it's 16 or maybe it's 8 millimeter. I don't know. It's not a lot of millimeters, however many it is. Anyway, one of the movies we used to check out all the time was a movie of Joe Louis and some highlights from his most famous fights. Two of those fights, of course, were against Max Schmeling. One of them, which just blew my mind, is when Schmeling, and then of course, what am I, 8, 9, 10 years old, Schmeling knocks him down and eventually knocks him out in the 12th round of their first fight. And he knocks him down, and I was just amazed when I was a kid at how hard Lewis was shaking his head, trying to clear the cobwebs from Schmeling cleaning his clock with a big right hand. And that just made a huge impression on me. And the second thing that made a huge impression on me was the highlights that they showed from the rematch when Lewis just wiped out Schmeling. I mean, with a fury. There's only one time in the boxing that I've watched in my life that I've seen that kind of fury. And it was when Tyson was fighting Holmes and just basically destroyed him, but did it very, very savagely. And this is how Lewis took out Schmeling in their second fight. And it reminded me, when I saw Tyson and Holmes fight, that's what it reminded me of. The second Lewis-Schmeling fight and the way Lewis just took out Schmeling. Unbelievable. And so I'd watch this as a kid, and it made this huge impression on me. Anyway, I got Glory Days Boxing, and one of the fighters that I've been wanting to get on Saturday Night Fights is Max Schmeling. And I was looking for an opponent for him that would be kind of similar in style, and would produce an interesting fight. And I came up with Jerry Quarry. Now, that's our fight for tonight, Max Schmeling versus Jerry Quarry. It's a scheduled 12-rounder, but I certainly don't expect it to go 12. And the similarities between the two, I think, are pretty striking. Schmeling was heavyweight champ, of course. Quarry, many people felt, could have been, and if he had been born in a different time period, maybe 10 years earlier or maybe 10 years later, he might have been. Both of these fighters were counterpunchers. Both of these fighters had power that was above average, certainly, for the time period in which they were fighting. And both of these fighters had a chin that was better than average. The difference, of course, or the maybe the most pronounced difference, is that two things. One, I would argue that Quarry fought a better caliber of fighters in his career, and that's not Schmeling's fault. It's just the way it works. I mean, if you don't have the depth in the division that Quarry faced, and Schmeling, I don't believe, had the same depth in the division to face. That's not Schmeling's fault. It's just the way it was. And the second thing is the factor that everyone likes to talk about with Jerry Quarry, and that is his cutting. And so what I'm interested to see is we have this sort of cross-generational battle going here, and I'm interested to see if the difference between these two fighters really is the cuts, or can Quarry pull out a victory against a fighter that I think was a really good one, Max Schmeling. And of course, I think Quarry was as well. I think these guys are pretty even, and I'm curious to see what happens. That's why they're on Saturday Night Fights. I thank you for joining me. Let's get to a look at the cards and get the fight started. Okay, we are ready to get started. This is Schmeling's card. He has no traits. He has power normally on a 4. He cuts on a 4. He fouls on a 3. His stamina for a 12-rounder is 90, as you can see. And he has no traits. So that's Max Schmeling, 56. Victories, 10 losses, and 4 defeats, 39 stoppages. All right. For Jerry Quarry, he has power on a 4, also like Schmeling. He cuts on a 13. He fouls on a 6, and his stamina is a 90 for a 12-round fight, which this one is. He has the trait of a bleeder, cuts easily, +1 to range on cut stoppage checks. All right. So those are our two fighters. Oh, I'm sorry. Quarry's record, 53, 9 wins, 9 losses, 4 draws, and 32 stoppages. All right, so those are our fighters. Schmeling is in the red corner. Quarry is in the blue corner. And I think we are ready to get going with our Saturday Night Fights. Ding, ding goes the bell for round 1. Scheduled for 12. My friends, thank you so much for joining me, and here we go. Okay, Quarry working the inside all of a sudden. Working the inside. And I'm going to try the red D20, and maybe that'll be easier to see. And, whoa. Quarry on the inside, bangs away with both hands. 5 punches land right off the bat. We'll see if Max can evade anything. He cannot. 240 left. So Quarry comes out gunning for Schmeling. And it's working so far. Okay, so next we have Quarry now from the outside. And this is... He charges in behind a lead cross. 3 punches land, unless, of course, Max can evade anything, and he can. He reduces 1 punch, so we're down to 7 for the round so far. 2:20 to go in round 1, and Quarry's off to a big start. We go toe-to-toe on the inside. Quarry will go first, and he connects. Whew. Quarry, 5 more punches land. Schmeling's response on the inside, his turn for toe-to-toe action, and he connects for 3. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of a slugfest going. 2 minutes left in the round. 2 minutes left in round 1. Quarry still off to a big start. Now Quarry moves to the inside, and he misses. Schmeling with the counter misses. 140 left. Dropping dice left and right. This one is toe-to-toe on the inside. Quarry again going first. And connects for 2. Schmeling, his turn on the inside is for 4 big shots. And they're trading haymakers. 120 left. Big first round for both fighters. Now it's Quarry working the inside, trying to end this thing early. He misses. Schmeling's counter. No. A minute left. Look at Quarry again on the inside. Schmeling can't seem to keep him off of him. He misses. Schmeling's counter. He hooks for 2. 40 seconds left. Schmeling trying to steal the round. Toe-to-toe on the inside. Schmeling will go first. And he connects for 2. Now we'll see if Quarry can land something in his turn on the inside. And he does. And it's a big one. A jackhammer combination. 4 punches land for Quarry. And we have a chin check. No. 20 seconds left. Big round for Quarry as he's asserting himself late in the round again as he did early. Now, toe-to-toe on the inside. Quarry first. This is how they'll end the round. Quarry with 3 more punches landing. Now it's Schmeling with his turn on the inside. And it's a clinch. Ding, ding goes the bell. And it turns into an 18 punches landed round for Quarry. 11 for Schmeling. That knocks Quarry's stamina down to a 79. It knocks Schmeling's down to a 72. Again, we're heading for 12 rounds in this one. And let's see what the judges thought of this opening, very furious opening first round. There's judge number 1. Here's judge number 2. And here's judge number 3. All right, we reset. Both men get their instructions for round number 2. Gonna move this up a little bit so you can see the cards a little better. All right, there we go. And ding ding goes the bell for round 2. Schmeling working the inside, coming out strong right at the bell. And it's big. It's a 5-punch land salvo with a chin check for Quarry. No. 2:40 to go. Ooh, that's big, though. That's big. It certainly got Quarry's attention. 5 shots to the head. Oh. All right, now we got toe-to-toe on the inside. Schmeling goes first. And he misses. Quarry responds. And he connects. 3 punches land for Quarry, down to 220 for the round. Now Jerry Quarry works the inside. He follows his own shots, and he gets on the inside for 3 more punches landing and a chin check. Max is potentially, no, he's okay. 2 minutes. He doesn't like it, but he's taking a beating, and he's taking it. Quarry delivering it. I'm a little surprised. Schmeling now from the outside, which is where Max wants to keep him off of him. And he lands for 3. Let's see if Jerry can evade any of them. Yes, he can. No, he can't. He's been leading with his face. 9 punches now land for Schmeling. He's ahead in the round on punches landed, on points. I guess we would say, although every judge's concept of a point can vary. Now we go inside. Schmeling goes first. Toe-to-toe action. Boy, these guys are just throwing them. 1-2 punch combination lands for Schmeling. Now it's Quarry's turn. And I've got to say, the aggressiveness of Quarry early on is paying dividends. He misses Now it's 120 left. Can Schmeling keep Quarry off of him long enough to be able to deliver some haymakers of his own? That's the question. Now toe-to-toe from the outside. Schmeling goes first. And it's big for Max. From the outside, 5 shots land to Quarry's head, and we've got a chin check. No. 1 minute left. Toe-to-toe, Quarry's response on toe-to-toe. He misses. He misses. All right. Schmeling ahead in the round, big. And now he's working, nope, 4. Yep, he's working the outside, trying to get that. They're going toe-to-toe, toe-to-toe from the outside. Schmeling first, connects. 5 more punches land for Schmeling. Quarry in serious trouble. Quarry's response from the outside. He can't get Schmeling off of him. He misses. 40 seconds to go in the round. Schmeling, Quarry doesn't know where he is. Schmeling, no, now Quarry working the outside, trying to get the jab to keep Schmeling off of him. We got a reversal of fortune here. And Quarry connects with 5 big shots to the face. No chin check, just narrowly misses a chin check. There's 20 seconds to go in the round. It's Schmeling on the inside. A big connection could end this, and it does. 4 more punches land for Schmeling. That gives him 26 punches landed in the round, and the referee stops the fight because Jerry Quarry has no clue where he is. We are stopped at the 20-second mark of round 2. Quarry not happy, but that's it. Judges' scorecards. All 3 judges had the first round a 10-9 round for Quarry, but Schmeling came back in round 2 with a fury that took out Quarry, who could not keep Max off of him. No cuts, but definitely dazed and taking a beating to the face is Jerry Quarry. So the fight stopped in round 2 at the 20-second mark, and a victory by TKO for Max Schmeling over Jerry Quarry. Little bit of a surprise that it's over this early. Maybe not a surprise at the outcome. I'm not sure. I'll let you debate that in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for Saturday Night Fights. My name's Kurt Berglund. So long, everybody.